All right, I got head coach Brad Brownell.
Yeah, terrific offensive performance today. Really, really pleased with the way our guys played. Bryant just does so many things, different presses, different zones, zone to man, that you got to be organized. And, we're coming off a high turnover game. To play these guys with this many possessions and only have 7 was outstanding. And we got really good play from a lot of players. Our bench was good. I thought Chase and Ian and Nas were all really good off the bench for us. Alex made a couple of buckets. That was good too. So those guys helped contribute when we needed them. Certainly our starters played well. Hunter and PJ were good. Nick was great with his 7 assist night, only 1 turnover with all the pressure and things that he was dealing with. So Bryant showed how electric they can be. They've got 3 guys that can go get 25. And, our idea was, hey, we can have 1, but like if they get 2 up there, it could be a hard night. And in the first half, when Childs was hitting the threes, it was looking like it might be that way. So we made a couple of adjustments, did a better job defensively in the second half, and pulled away for a really nice win.
Coach, go ahead. What did you have to do specifically to kind of clamp down on Childs and kids there?
Well, part of it was just our guys. You talk to guys about how fast they are. And, when you have a 2-day prep, you really, because you're coming off a emotional, hard game against Wofford that took a lot out of your guys, it's like it's hard to practice transition defense, like sprinting back. You want to make sure they have their legs for the game. And so, you talk about it, but you don't do as many drills as you'd like. You maybe do 1 or 2 little quick ones. And then all of a sudden it's real life, and man, they're faster than we thought, coach. Yeah, because they leave, when the shot's in the air, and if you're not moving when the ball's in the air, we're in trouble. And they're playing zone. So, the guy guarding you might not be exactly near you. And so you got to make some adjustments. We had to make some adjustments as coaches to help our guys. And I thought we did that, the longer the game wore on, but they got off to a decent start. And then when Childs got hot, it was hard to guard them.
Coach, tonight it was Hunter with 20 points. The other night it was BJ. The opener it was Al.
Right.
Just one of those teams that could just be a different guy.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it. I was asked, hey, coach, who's your go-to guy? Amir's kind of been the guy. I don't know that we have one. I think we have several guys that can score. I think we have a bunch of guys that can shoot. We have guys that can make some plays. So we have some balance, which is really good. There's not necessarily just one guy that we're going to go to. And so, the game called for, we obviously were trying to get the ball inside against the zone, and PJ and Hunter were the beneficiaries of that initially. But then it spread out. Nick got involved. We made some threes and stretched them a little bit after we got the ball inside.
Coach, you mentioned against Wofford, you wanted to see Alamir kind of do better on the rebound. He had 5 tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think it's critical that those guards rebound, especially a team like this that's going to shoot. We knew they were going to try to shoot 35 threes. We actually did a decent job of only giving up 27 attempts. Those are long rebounds. And so they're, PJ and Hunter, those balls aren't going to bounce under the basket. Sometimes they're going to be out there and, at the foul line, and your guards got to go run them down. So that's critical. And Chase had 3 defensive rebounds, which was good. So that's a big part of those guys taking another step to help our team.
19 turnovers against Wofford, just 7 tonight, and against the press, as you mentioned. How much of an area of an emphasis was that in practice?
It was a lot. We did basic partner passing. We did pivoting, jump stopping. We worked against trapping. We worked against, hardened backs against pressure, back tipping, looking up. I mean, you name it, we worked on it for 2 days. That's, that was our emphasis. And obviously it paid off. This was really a good performance by our team. And that's the first thing I said to him was, hey, if we can keep it at 7 turnovers, we're going to have a much better offense this year. So credit to our players for doing a good job.
Brad, this is Matt. Obviously, you're not going to shoot 56% from 3 every game, but do you feel like you have a lot of good shooters who can have more nights like this, and this can happen somewhere?
I hope so. I do feel like we have a lot of guys that can shoot and stretch the court and space you a little bit, and that's one of our strengths. And so, when we're passing the ball well to each other on time and on target, that's helping with that. Now, obviously, when you're playing against a team that is more pressure oriented, if you can handle it and get it out and get it down cross court and down, or middle and cross court, you're going to get some open ones. And so your feet are set. And if you make a good pass, you're going to make some. Whereas sometimes against man, it's more on the move. And so I thought we did a good job, got some, a few more driveway jump shot type shots tonight, and guys made them.
3 games in, Coach, leaving home, going to the Charleston Classic. Is this about as good a start as you could have hoped for, just from a cohesion standpoint?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's hard to win 3 games in a row in a week, 2-day preps. There's a lot of teams losing these games, and it's, these are challenging games. Guys are, in school all day. We had three days where we had class and we're playing. We're doing morning shoot around at 7:15 in the morning. So it's been a lot. It looks great now. I felt some fatigue on Saturday with our team, real fatigue. We were tired. And so I really challenged our guys before the game. I didn't sense that we were kind of ready to compete like we needed to, and talk to them about, hey, we got to get our energy level up. And, that's a real challenge for us heading into Charleston. Again, we play Thursday. So Thursday and Friday. So, we've got to be smart as coaches over the next 48 hours with our preparation. And, our guys have got to fill the tank back up so we can empty it on Thursday.
Any more questions for Coach?
Brad, you guys are about to obviously take a step up in competition.
Yeah.
Just what do you feel good about going into Thursday?
I just feel good about, 3 good wins, different styles of play, mostly zone and pressing today, just tough, hard-nosed man-to-man with a lot of off-ball screening against Wofford on defense. Today, more, dribble flips and weaves and handoffs into pick and rolls. Presbyterian, a lot of set plays and some ball screen stuff. So we've guarded a lot of different type of things. We've had to play against different styles, which is what we set out to do. So hopefully in the couple of days that we have to get ready for these teams, it's not the first time we're dealing with a lot of what we see. There'll be some new things for sure, but hopefully that was part of what we were trying to accomplish these 3 games.
What concerns you maybe still going into Thursday?
Well, turnovers are still going to be, that's a point of contention. You got to take care of the basketball. And we were great tonight. We were really bad against Wofford, and we were just okay against Presbyterian. So that's part of it. I want us to continue to develop our bench. Our bench needs to continue to give us good minutes and be productive like they were tonight. If that happens, that really big shot in the arm for our team.
I know PJ only played 24 minutes, but it would be nice to have him stay out of foul trouble, like he was against Wofford.
Yeah.
You dealt with it so much with him here over the last couple of years.
Yeah, those are hard situations. And I think that's a huge learning curve for PJ. Like, he needs to understand he can't, because his second, third, and fourth foul in the Wofford game were bad fouls. Like, they were immature, soft fouls. And he's too important a player, but he's a young kid. He's a sophomore. It's his first time to start. He's played 3 games as a starter. He's doing great. He's a great kid to coach. He's unbelievably coachable. He wants to be good. He's working at it, and he's talented. So, if he keeps doing the right things and maintains his focus, he's gonna have a heck of a career.
What's going in the redshirt field?
Yeah, just, we have a lot of perimeter players right now. I really think Josh is going to be a good player. I really like him as a person and player. And, I just, for a kid like that to play 80 minutes this year, 120 minutes and burn a year, it's like I told him, hey, man, in this day and age where you can go get transfers, like when your coach tells you that he wants to redshirt and he wants to spend 5 years with you, that means he thinks you're going to be good. That's otherwise you just, hey, we'll play him 100 minutes, see how it goes. We can always get somebody down the road, whatever. Like, no, I like that kid. He's from Columbia, South Carolina, a Clemson degree, and a 40-year relationship with this school is what he should be thinking about. And that's hard because you don't get to play right now and you want to play. And, there's some sacrifices you make, but in terms of what's best for him in his life for the rest of his life, it's to play a fifth year at Clemson, fourth and fifth year, be a primary player, have a heck of a career, and then have a relationship with this school for the rest of his life and feel really good about his experience. And so I just think he's going to be a really good player for us. I don't want to waste a year on him. If somebody gets hurt and we get low on numbers, hey, we might throw him out there because he's got great athleticism, but he's young and he's immature, and some of the stuff is happening a little fast for him. But he's got big upside.
Did they give you an explanation about that flagrant on PJ? Oh, you couldn't really see.
Nah, I didn't really see much of it. I know he fell down and he grabbed his arm or grabbed his leg or grabbed him, kind of held him on the way down. And I don't think it was much. This day and age, that's monitor.
Any more questions for Coach?
Brad, with David and
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask with Collins and Bohannon, just has it about been what you expected through 3 games with those guys? Anything they've done that pleased you or surprised you or anything?
Well, they're both competitive guys and they're physical guys. And I think they bring an element of physicality to the team and to our games that we desperately need. That's some of that doesn't show up as points or rebound. It's just when a guy drives and you put your big body on him and he doesn't get a shot up and he's got to pass it out, right? Like that's where if it's a smaller guy, they just shoot over top of him or bang him around. And then, those guys make some aggressive plays themselves that create offense for us. So, yeah, they've done well. Kind of probably about what I expected. And, I'm excited to see how they continue to develop through the season.
All good?
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.